What's going on, guys? Let's do a little back testing. We're going to look at the NQ futures. Now, again, I've kind of been talking about this all week with some of the members and Evolution traders who are on live voice chat. By the way, if you guys do want to get into trade with us each and every single day, the link is down in the description box below. But that 5:30 move we're talking about, normally we've got news at that hour. We've got numbers sometimes at that hour. That's generally the hour in that's generally the hour where the markets start to get moving in the pre-market. So typically, okay, and I'm talking about the last week to week and a half. I haven't back tested any farther than that, so maybe it even goes farther than that. But typically the move that sets up at 5:30 is the move that kind of holds going into the first hour of the market. So again, I woke up a little late, didn't exactly catch this play at 5:30, got in a little bit closer to 6:10, 6:15. I looked at the chart, seen that we were in an active 20 play. All I basically did was take that ATR, times it times 2, give myself a 35-point stop loss, give or take 37 points. Go ahead and looked at this area as if we were to get out of this area. I'm going to go ahead and stop out. Again, you guys know me already. I'm playing anywhere between 1 to 3 micro contracts. So even if I lose the 35, 40 points on that, it's only going to be about $80, right? So again, keep that in mind. Now you can see that we start to open up and we start to really push down here in the pre-market right before the market opened. And I sold as soon as we got into the bottom of this zone. Now I should have held it a little bit longer, but again, as the market was going to open, I didn't want to get whipsawed and get back a lot of the profits. As you can see, we kind of did this up and down kind of movement. Now I did take another trade. It was a loser. If we kind of look at the short play, where was that short play at? The short play was here. Where was the short play at? Short play was this one. I'm not sure which 20 play it was, but if we look, you can see that this play didn't hit. So it was on this candlestick where I was only trading one contract and I was up about $45, $47 on the one contract, and then I let it get away from me. And as soon as I seen that, we had a little bit of a triple bottom here, I just sold. I didn't even let it stop me out. I just sold. I went to get my coffee, sold for a small loss there, break even, scratch trade. But what I did in turn, again, if you trust your strategy, you will start to identify these things. I seen that we had a new fresh 20 play setting up to the long side. Okay. So again, I'm keeping that same 2x ATR kind of take profit stop loss. And what I'm doing is simply taking the 20 play. Okay. I'm putting the box at the high point. I'm putting my stop loss at the entry. The entry level is where my start of my take profit is, and it's also the start of my stop loss. So you can see that it was matching it pretty well with this triple bottom here. So if we were to get out of this zone here, I was going to go ahead and get out, and you can see it quickly ran up and hit the take profit. And not only did it hit the take profit, but we actually ran a little bit more. So I'm looking over to the left screen here on my my monitor setup, and I'm going over the stats from today. I took some scalps along the way, so I took 6 trades overall. My average trade time was around 13 minutes. My longest trade time was 51 minutes. That was in this play here when I got in here and I kind of, didn't sell, and then I let it come back up. That was that trade there. But I was able to take away today $297.58 on the Top Step account. So if I go to look at my week's performance on this Top Step combine, again, I'm going to really play it slow, and I'm going to really play it the way that it should be managed. Now, again, some of you may be thinking, well, I can make $400 in a day. I can make, $400, $500 on one trade. I don't care. Okay. I do not care. So this week, my gross P&L was $731. I took 31 trades on the week. My profitable trades was 74%. And after commissions and fees, I was able to lock in $507.90. So again, we don't want those commissions and fees to kind of tear into our profits too much. I want to try to cut the number of trades that I'm taking down going into next week. But again, a $500 week is not bad on one account. So again, going back to what I'm saying, most of you guys are trying to make $500 per trade. I made $500 per week, but what I want to do is run this at scale. If you guys do not know what scaling means, you need to start doing some homework. So again, if we're able to profit $500 in a week, I'm not saying that I'm going to profit $500 each and every single week. Maybe I have a losing week in there. Maybe I have a scratch week, so forth and so forth. Even if I take this body of work at scale, if I had 10 contracts, let's say I max out with Top Step at 3 and I add another 4 because I'm already funded on one account there and working on an evaluation with Apex. Let's say I get up to 10 accounts. If I'm able to do this, copy trading some accounts here and there, if I'm able to do $500 in 1 week, scaled across 10 accounts is $5,000. If we're able to duplicate that over a course of a month, we could potentially be talking about anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 net profit take home. I think running this kind of system and risk management at scale is where you want to be, and not trying to make $5,000, $10,000 on one particular account. I think we need to tone down our realistic expectations. We need to try to make $500, $600, $300 a week per account, but scale that times 5. Scale that times 10. I think that's going to take a lot of weight off your shoulders. That's going to also protect your risk management. That's going to also help you from preventing blowups. It's going to take a little bit more time to get the payouts, but it's also going to be well worth it, because once you do start working at scale, 5 accounts, 7 accounts, 10 accounts, 12 accounts, and even if you're making $500, $1,000 a month on your master account copy traded, again, before we get into a whole conversation of what's the best copy trader, what are you going to use to copy trade, guys, if you use TraderVate, you can use the group copy trader. It's free. All you have to do is just group your accounts together and copy trade them. You can copy trade the 3 accounts. If you're using Quantower, I know you can group a lot more than that. If you're using something like NinjaTrader with Apex, you can use Replinko or Replicano or Replinko. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, it's like $150 for that software, and then you can copy trade as many accounts as you want. So again, let's not get into, you're worried about all the wrong things. But people don't worry about, let me get funded 10 accounts first. They worry about, well, how do I copy trade all my accounts so I can make that much money? You're worried about the wrong shit. Let's get funded 10 accounts first and then worry about a copy trader. I think in the beginning, when you're working 1, 2, 3, 4 accounts, I think you should trade them separately and individually. That way you can kind of spread out your risk and manage it a little bit better. But again, let's run it at scale. $500 times 5 accounts at scale, even if we only traded for 1 week out of the month, is $2,500. If we're able to do this 2 weeks out of the month, we're at $5,000. Even if we can only take out half, we're still going to take out a $2,500, $3,000 payout at the end of the month. Most of you guys haven't even taken out $2,500 this year. Think about that for a second. If you guys want to trade with me each and every single day live and learn my strategies and get the, the understanding and try to work through some problems that a lot of us traders have as far as psychology and emotions and managing trades, join Evolution Traders' last ditch effort to get inside the room before the new year, because I'm going to be closing it out and not offering the lifetime memberships anymore. If you want to take advantage of it, that link is down in the description box below. I'll see all of you guys on the inside.